felt it was good for start off the summer and start off the introduction to our build. What's up, y'all? My name's Mo. I'm one of our student leaders. We currently have 4 student leaders with us today. We have Elizabeth, Brandon, and Jaden, who are joining us from. Brandon and Jaden, where are y'all joining us from today?
Sacramento.
Sacramento, big SAC. That's fantastic. Well, we are recording this meeting, but I invite everyone to turn on their cameras if they feel comfortable with it, and if not, that is totally cool too. I'm gonna go ahead and share our screen really quick. That should, yes, it does. Excuse me while I figure out Zoom for a moment. There we go. Can everyone see my slideshow? Can I get some yeses maybe?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Looks good.
All right. I just want to do this dope intro. Boom. Whew. Just gives me chills every time I see it. Welcome everyone to our official build kickoff. It is some exciting news. It's something that we've been talking about for months, and I know there's been a lot leading up to this. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to be talking about tomorrow being our first day of building in terms of practice, which is super important. We are not actually building on the airplane itself for about 3 weeks. That's the time we allotted to get people trained. We understand everyone has different build schedules, and so what's going to happen is we're going to go over what's been going on, what's going to continue to happen, new things going on, and then we're going to have a Q&A at the end, which I'm sure is what most of you are here for. So to begin, let's have our takeoff briefing. We're going, as I said, introduction, goals, training schedule, timeline, what do you need to prepare, and that's super simple. What do you need to bring on your first day? Volunteering and questions. So let's kick it off with our intro. There are a lot of points I want to make, and hopefully I will break these down a little bit so it doesn't look so overwhelming. But we are officially beginning the training of students, which is incredible. I'm so excited to see everyone and to meet everyone. And a big question is, what will training look like? And I promise you, we will go over that in the next few slides. As I said earlier, we've allotted 3 weeks for training. And after those 3 weeks, students have been certified with the skills that they need. They'll be certified by a student leader or a mentor. After they've been certified, they will be good to begin on the plane. For anyone who can't make those 3 weeks, please talk to one of our student leaders and we'll get it figured out totally. But that's what our plan is as of right now. In terms of parents, on your first day when you arrive with your student, please, we as a student leader will be at the hangar ready to check your temperature and hand over our waiver. We sent out a few emails earlier about getting a waiver signed, and we don't have everyone's signed waiver. So instead of going through a long list of who has and hasn't, we just want to make sure that everyone has and everyone's parents have signed it. So when you go there, parents, be just ready to sign a waiver. You're welcome to take a look at it, and we have digital copies, but there'll be physical copies to sign there. You're welcome to stay for the first few minutes, but when it gets into the skills training, which is pretty early on after a little bit of an introduction, we really want full focus of the students. And so that's what we ask. And I believe our training sessions are an hour, but that will be covered later. So now our goals. Elizabeth, I'll pass this off to you.
All righty, howdy people. So what we're trying to do is we're just getting people ready for the building process. I know there's a lot of varying skill levels amongst our participants. So there's a lot of people who they've never picked up a wrench before, and there are lots of people who have a lot of technical ability, and that is perfectly okay. This is just all about making sure that everyone has kind of a basic idea of what it is we're going to be doing and how to operate safely within the space. So hopefully, this will be a real boost to engagement because we're starting and it's been forever. So we're actually starting, which is super awesome. And it's going to give our participants and mentors a really good opportunity to connect in kind of the build context, because we've been doing a lot of stuff over Zoom, where it doesn't really mirror one-to-one the kind of build experience. So this should be really exciting. Okie doke. Is this still me? Yeah, okay, cool. So again, it's just about acquiring some basic skills. We're going to be doing some reading of the plans because that's kind of the essential skill for building these kind of aircraft. It's just follow the instructions and put it together kind of deal. So we're going to go over the plans, how they're structured, how we mark off progress, and how we kind of go through our quality control process. We're going to go through our inventory system because obviously in order to put stuff together, you need to find the components. We're going to go over safety because safety is the most important thing. Frankly, we don't want anyone getting injured while they're doing this. So we're going to go over, basic shop attire, use of earplugs, safety glasses, whatever, whenever you're in the shop space, appropriate use of hand tools and power tools, all that kind of fun thing. And then we're going to go over some essential skills that you're going to use throughout the entire building process, all of our participants. So riveting, deburring, clecoing, and then all that kind of fun stuff. So yeah, cool. Okay, awesome. So we've got 3 days a week that we're going to be building. So we've got Saturday and Sunday, and we've got 3 slots on a day on weekends. So we have one from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., 1:30 a.m. to 12:30, and 1 to 2 in the afternoon on weekends. And then we've got 1 slot on Monday from 4 to 5 for anyone who can't make it on the weekend or would prefer to do a weekday.
Yeah, just to add really quick, questions about if you can't make it. It happens. We're all human. We have things that come up that we just can't predict. We ask that you notify us as soon as possible, especially when it comes to actual building of the aircraft, because we have things planned for a certain amount of people, and it throws off our numbers. But obviously, we understand that everyone has their own life and things outside our life that take importance over attending this. We understand that, but we do ask that if you have to cancel, please give us as much notice as possible.
Indeed. And there's a form that if you haven't gotten it, please do let us know. We've sent out a scheduling thing for you to sign up for a slot if that's something that you're doing. So please do let us know if you haven't gotten that, because that's how we're managing getting people into the space. Alrighty. So our timeline. So everyone's going to show up at the first portion of their slot. Each slot is obviously an hour. And we're just going to spend the first 10 minutes or so going over just general safety, right? We want everyone to be safe while they're learning these skills. So that's just what we're going to be doing. Safety glasses, the lot. The next 40 minutes is going to be skills training. So that is going to entail one of our mentors or skilled student leaders, depending, going over the various types of skills that you're going to need to have. Example, riveting. And they're going to go over that process, what an acceptable rivet looks like once you've successfully completed that process, and how to do it safely, and any kind of issues that you might run into when you're riveting, or any of the other skills. And they're going to go through all that other kind of fun stuff. And then at the end of that process, once that skill has been demonstrated and explained, there's going to be kind of a quick verbal quiz, just so that we can verify that, our participants have received the information on how to, operate this equipment safely. It's not like a, judgment thing of whether or not, are you good at this or are you bad at this? No, it's just, can you do this task safely for yourself and everyone else in the hangar? And then once there's been this demonstration phase, participants are going to practice these skills and demonstrate that they understand how to operate that piece of equipment in a safe manner. And then at the end, after all of that fun stuff, there's going to be an additional kind of Q&A, because I know that there will be more questions, and hopefully our mentors or student leaders in attendance will be able to answer them for you.
And I'm going to kick this over to Brandon. Brandon and Jaden, can you go over the last few slides?
Apologies in advance if we're a little loud. We're on the side of a road right now.
Oh yeah, no worries, no worries. Go deal with that for a second. So a question that we anticipated was what to bring to your first day of the build. Please bring closed-toed shoes, comfy clothes. I know that I wear shorts all the time, and there was a discussion of should we enforce pants, and the ultimate decision was that we will not, but we do ask that you wear comfortable clothes, pretty much, and nothing that, we're just gonna say comfortable clothes. Expect to sign a waiver that's for our parents. On the very first day, there'll be someone, as I said earlier, someone outside. Mask, of course. I know that there's a lot of questions with California opening up June 15th. We are going to continue to wear masks and keep everyone safe as much as we possibly can until we are given other rules and information, and that will be provided to us by Elizabeth A. We will provide safety goggles and ear protection, and our students will write their name on the safety goggles so that we don't share them. And ultimately, a positive attitude. There are going to be so many. I mean, I know personally when I was experimenting and trying new things, I was really bad at it. I mean, I just could not grasp some of the concepts at the first time, and deburring was a little bit difficult for me. I couldn't tell if I'd fully deburred the hole or not, but it's okay. I was excited to be there. I was excited to learn, and just come in with a positive attitude, ready to learn. We highly encourage asking questions. It is so crucial. If you don't understand anything or you want to just learn more about something, ask questions. We are here to help. We are here to further your growth, and just come in with a positive attitude. Now we're going to open it up to a Q&A. Please use a chat function to ask us any questions. If you feel like your question wasn't answered during our Q&A, you're more than welcome to shoot us an email or a Slack message, and we will answer it to the best of our ability. So please use the chat function if you have any questions. I see some right now. You can message me private or public, and the question is, how many sessions do we have to attend? That's a great question. There are 3 weeks of slots available. Elizabeth A., if I'm not mistaken, you only have to attend 1 slot, correct?
Yeah, that's kind of what we're going for at the moment. Mentors, we might ask to attend more than 1 slot, just because we need to have appropriate supervision for everyone that's participating.
Yeah, and to add to that, we have a lot of slots, but with that we over allotted slots. So is that correct? You know what, before I say that, Elizabeth, is that correct? Can students potentially sign up for a second slot?
Yes, they can. We want to make sure that we get everybody in. So yes, but if we see that, we have a bunch of extra empty slots and it's coming up like right on the day, yeah, feel free to sign up. That's totally fine. I know it says in the text for the sign up sheet, only sign up for 1 slot to give us time, but if it's rapidly approaching the date and you see that not very many people have signed up, please do take that slot, because it's just another opportunity to gain knowledge. And then if we get everybody through that we have on our list, then we will send out some more emails encouraging people to take other slots.
Certainly. Our next question is, how many people do we have now that are interested in participating? Our answer is a little below 30. I believe it's close to 27 or 28. That was our last check, and we have allowed for more than that on the slots. Are those that signed up for the first session required to come at 8 a.m. or 10 a.m.? So let's take a look at the first session really quick. We ask that you come about 10 minutes early. We want to get there early and get people signed in and checked in. And if we start a little bit early, that'd be fantastic, and allow everyone to get more time learning. So if people could arrive 5 to 10 minutes early, that'd be much appreciated. But 10 a.m., 9:50 would be the goal, pretty much. Does that sound about right? Oh, does that sound right?
It sounds right.
Roger.
Yeah. Sorry.
And I see a message from Elizabeth D saying that students can bring their own reusable hearing protection. Yes, we have little foam things that go in your ear that are, they're if you have your own ear protection, you're welcome to bring it. It would be very nice. Is it possible to participate in 2 building sessions? Yes, we just answered that, I hope. Any expectation from student or mentor to know beforehand? I'm gonna pass this to Elizabeth A, who's been working on our rules and stuff like that. Are there any expectations for student or mentor to know beforehand?
Mo, I would say if there's anything, come with a positive mindset, be respectful to each other, and just try to have as much fun as you can.
Certainly agreed with Jaden, as well as
No, there is not any kind of existing base of knowledge that you necessarily.
Yeah, and there will be different slots, like signs of information about shop safety in the shop. So I think it would be very useful for the mentors to go over that with the students, but not any memorized list necessarily, besides relative common sense. And of course, that can also be learned pretty quickly. 2 build sessions, yes. Thomas has recommended certain videos. Could you provide a list of the most important? Yes, I can. I cannot do that at this moment because I'm focused on something else, but he sent them to me and I can certainly send them out for people to watch. In terms of hearing protection, we do ask, we have disposable ear protection for certain cases, but if you do have noise canceling headphones or something that would, if you could bring your own, that would be very much appreciated and encouraged, because we are a nonprofit. Unfortunately, we can just not afford to buy it every single time. Can your kid hang around and help in any way? Or maybe there are limits on the number of people who can be in the hangar. That's a great question. In terms of the hangar, Dimitri, I see your message. Give me 1 second. In terms of the people in the hangar, we are allowed 5 in the hangar as of right now, but our check-in will be the check-in will be relatively outside. So when parents want to hang around for the introduction, they just have to stay outside the hangar on the taxiway. But it's not like a super active taxiway. So I promise you'll see planes when they come and we'll move. But you can see it, you can stand outside the hangar to hang out there and watch your student. On the sign up, it said that your slot occurs at 10 a.m. Ah, I see. Okay, so I don't know why it says that. The question, so the slot says it occurs at 10 a.m. CDT, which I believe is Central Time, a 2-hour difference, meaning at 8 a.m. PDT. That's our mistake. It is at 10 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Hopefully that answers your question. Are there any more questions that I might have overlooked or not answered well enough? More than welcome. Any that I might have overlooked? Elizabeth, do you have anything to add about anything that we've said so far?
Sorry, just a second. I would just also add that it's really important for us to have a your parents' email and your parents' telephone number, and we will also have an emergency contact sheet at the hangar, but we need to, as part of the youth protection policy, always be copying the parents when we communicate, so that if you could make sure that we have that contact information, it would be really helpful.
Certainly. I'll give about 60 more seconds for any more questions, but otherwise, if you feel that your question has not been answered, or if another question comes up, feel free to email us. We will respond as quick as possible, but hopefully I answered everyone's questions. There are going to be a lot of learning curves that are coming up. A lot of people are going to try a lot of new things, and that's a great thing, but it also comes with understanding that we're not going to be incredible at trying it the first time. Whether you've done something 1,000 times or for the very first time, it's a learning curve, and you can learn something new every day from different people. So again, just coming in with a positive attitude, positive mindset. Sounds cheesy, sounds like something they say at summer camp, but it really is effective, and it'll make everyone have the best time possible, which is our goal in building an aircraft and teaching students the joys of aviation and engineering. I don't see any more questions. I don't see any more questions. So you are more than welcome to go or stay around for a little bit. I'll be here for a little bit. But if you are going, have a great weekend. Have a happy Friday. And we are very excited to train y'all soon. Have a good weekend, y'all.
Thanks, Mo.
Yeah, thanks a lot.